Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up? What's up? Say happy Black Friday, man. Whew. Finally got one of these cars in, man. I had a question from one of my customers, actually out in Nigeria, about this Lexus or this Toyota Landcruiser, which actually never has any problems. It's one of the best cars ever built, in all honesty. And but they do have one issue that I see that happens a lot. Where they're unable to start. And you know, as you can see, I was ready to put a computer on this car because it's one of the few problems that these cars have. They're like one of the best cars in my personal view. They never break down, they never have any problems. The engine is solid, transmission is great, just a great car all around. And that's why they still work so much. You know, if you go to the auction to buy this car, whether it be in 99 to 2005, it's just unbreakable cars. But they do have a few little issues. I would say with this model, there's sometimes some issues with the suspension. But the problem that we're going to face today is something about the car not starting. You know, most times when the car doesn't start, it's usually easy to fix. You know, you usually check if it's a camshaft, crankshaft sensor, stuff like that. This car seems to have a recurring issue with the no start. So the first thing I would tell you to do is if you go into the car and you turn the key, right? So for example, let's turn this key. This problem affects you if this happens. If you turn the key and you don't see this check engine light on, this problem is I'm talking to you directly then. The first thing you're going to see usually with this issue is the car won't start and you won't have a check engine light, okay? Another thing you might see, if you have a scanner or something, you might hook it up to the scanner and it doesn't communicate. You won't get any, you know, you get a no communication code. Most times, you know, we think it's the computer. You know, but for this car, they seem to have a problem with the relay, right? And if you have a fuse box like this car, it's going to be this black relay right here. It's going to be their ECM or what do they call it? They call it on this car the EFI and the ECD relay, right? And this relay right here controls the computer. And I've gotten so many of these cars where, you know, the car would start. Sometimes it would start, then it wouldn't start, and the customer would drive it for like 3 weeks. Perfect, no problem. And they'll come back one day and it doesn't start. You know, or when it's very cold, it won't start, and this relay, it will get stuck. Let me see if I can pull it out for you so you can get the number. And this relay is very expensive, by the way, too. If you go to the dealer to buy it, it's like $150 or something like that. Okay. You guys can look at the number here and match it with your car. It's called the ECD main relay. Okay, make sure you get it from a dealer or get it. You don't want to get another used one because such an important relay. So you want to make sure you get the right one and make sure it's in correctly. Shake it in, shift it, and sometimes itself, if it's really bad, it can actually do the whole fuse box itself. I've never had to change one of these yet, but every once in a while, it's this little bastard right here. Now, if you change this, and you still, or sometimes you could actually just take it out and slap it, or you can check it yourself. But let's just say that you, for this example, you did that, but you're still not getting that check engine light, right? And this is assuming that you know that the check engine light worked before. You know, if the bulb is out, the bulb is out. Or if there's an issue with the instrument cluster, then obviously that makes no sense what I'm telling you. But let's just say one day the car doesn't start and all of a sudden there's no check engine light. I'm talking to you. That's what I'm talking to. Sorry, that check engine light there is gone. Okay. You want to check your fuses, but most likely the next step is going to be this computer right here. See if I can show a better look here. Okay, and this is actually located, if I'm not mistaken, it's behind the dash. You're gonna have to pull this down. It's just about 3 or 4 screws. You just pull it down, and it's right behind this little assembly right here. It's not a big deal to take out. It's not. If you're a novice, you can do it. It's not crazy. You just need a couple of tools, maybe a 10 socket and screwdriver. You should be good. Okay, now once we change the relay, first thing that came on, the light came on, and boom, starts. All right, and that was it. So basically, that relay actually powers the computer. It's the actual power for the computer. And don't be tricked because you get power at the DSL. You know, the connector at where you connect your scanner or your diagnostic tool. Just because you get power there, that doesn't mean the computer's getting power. So don't be tricked. All right. So this is a common problem for this Lexus 470, the Landcruiser Lexus. Excuse me. You know, any questions? You know, just leave them in the comments, or you can email me. Right. So once again, this fuse right here, this black baby right here. All right, and make it tricky. And also check this fuse. This fuse actually controls this solenoid. Okay, so if this is blown, you're gonna have the same problem, because this actually is the power. Okay, 1, 2. All right, guys, take it easy, man. See you in the next video. And happy Thanksgiving.